welcome back to Singer Family Adventures. My name is Valerie. This is Berlioz. Berlioz, the boy who lived. He is doing great. Where you going, baby? Where you going? And today we are going to do a tag video. Yay! We were tagged. I actually ended up getting double tagged in this. This is a fall question tag, so it's just questions about how I feel about fall and my fall experiences. And I don't really have fall ears, but just pick some ears out. In any case, first I was tagged by Denita with Absolutely Fabuleers. She has a great channel. She's awesome. Go check her out. And then I was tagged by Elyce Between the Ears in the same thing, and I said, oh, Elyce, I was already tagged by Denita, but I will credit you both. So now I'm sorry that it took me about 2 weeks to get around to doing this, but kittens. So both of them have ears in their names. Anyway, so fall question tag. This is a 15 question tag. First question, what is your favorite Halloween movie? Now, this may be like sacrilege in the Disney world, but my favorite Halloween movie is not a Disney movie. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I love Peanuts and I love The Great Pumpkin, and I used to watch that every single year as a kid. So that's that. Apple or pumpkin pie? All right, now pie is a very, very serious thing in my family. My grandmother, we all called her Sweetie Pie, which actually had nothing to do with pies, but she was the world's best pie maker. Now I have second cousins who will disagree with that, but her mother, who was first generation American, started making an apple pie that was really, really good and expanded to other fruit pies. And then Sweetie Pie was the oldest of three sisters. All three of the sisters started making the same pie. But while she was alive, Sweetie Pie was kind of known as the queen of it. No one else made pie if she was around. She made really amazing pie with this incredibly thin crust. And actually, secret ingredient was Wesson oil. Still is Wesson oil. Now pretty much the vast majority of her descendants and her kids and her sister's kids who cook it all make the pies. Mostly women. I would say it's pretty gendered. There's a couple guys in the family who make these pies. Anyway, long answer. Sweetie Pie made apple pie, blueberry pie, peach pie, cherry pie, and strawberry rhubarb. I never saw her make pumpkin pie. I now will make pumpkin pie with her crust recipe, but my favorite's still apple. I do love pumpkin pie though, so that's a long answer. Halloween party or explore a haunted house? Which would you rather? Question 3. I'd rather go to a party. More fun. I like haunted houses, depending on how scary they are, but I just would rather be at a party. All right, store-bought or pumpkin patch pumpkin? Well, that's a silly question. If you have a chance to go to a pumpkin patch, you always go to the pumpkin patch, for sure. We don't always get a chance to do that. We tend to buy our pumpkins from a nearby church that runs a really good preschool, and they do a pumpkin patch type sale every year, so it's not quite store-bought. Favorite fall scent? I would have to say it's like that kind of apple cider, like apple and cinnamon. What you doing? Cats are crawling all over my house. That's my favorite fall scent. That kind of appley cinnamon drink, or smell. Favorite fall drink would either be, I'm a pumpkin spice latte girl, or a really good apple cider, like hot apple cider, with something in it. Berlioz, come back. He's so funny. He doesn't always want to stick around, but he's the one more than anybody that will come to my feet and just look up and go, he wants me. He's such a good boy. All right, Halloween or Thanksgiving, which is your favorite? I really love the actual day of Thanksgiving, but I love the season of Halloween. I love the season of Halloween more, I think, but I love Thanksgiving Day. Most loved pumpkin-based food would probably be pumpkin pie. I do love pumpkin pie, even though I said apple. Corn maze or haunted hayride. I've never been on a haunted hayride. I do like hayrides, but you know, then you get hay poking at your butt and all that kind of stuff. So I like corn mazes. I'd say corn maze. All right, favorite candy to eat on Halloween. I like, oh, don't hiss. Don't hiss at Lily. You see Lily? Hi, Lily. Lily is having a slightly rough time with all the kittens. She loves them. She wants to be friends with them, and she's friends with most of them. But she's really sad when they won't play with her. And she's feeling like she's not getting enough attention anymore. Right, Lily? So, so we're actually going to go visit her best friend today. Favorite candy? I would say the candy corn pumpkins, like the big ones, or a good old Snickers or Reese's. Favorite childhood fall memory, number 11. I have two. I would say both Halloween related. My best friend growing up, Becky, her birthday is Halloween, and her mom is an incredible baker, just incredible cook, but especially baker. So she would make a pumpkin-shaped cake for Becky every year. It wasn't pumpkin flavored, but it was amazing. Don't walk on the computer, we're going to lose the questions. It had chocolate cake on the bottom and vanilla cake on the top and orange icing, and just we would look forward to that pumpkin cake every year. So Becky's birthday was always super special. I think that's why the day of Halloween doesn't mean as much to me anymore, because it's never going to be as fun as Becky's birthday. And then another Halloween memory is also Halloween, trick-or-treating with my friend Mika, who was my other really good childhood friend. And there was one house in her neighborhood that was super decked out, super scary. We were 7. I know exactly how old we are. We were in 2nd grade, and this house had like spooky lights, and this was in the 70s, y'all. This was before like this kind of decoration was super common. It had a big Frankenstein that was moving in the front yard. It had cobwebs. It had everything. So we were like scared and excited to go up to this house. So we go up onto the front porch, and Mika's father was waiting on the street, I remember. And we ring the doorbell, and the door opens, and it's a guy in a costume and a woman in a witch costume. I don't remember what the guy was wearing, but they were wearing creepy costumes. And I hear Mika scream, and I look to my side, and she's disappeared. She's gone. Turns out she'd actually fallen off the porch, but it was like this moment of terror to me that like she fell through a trap door, and yeah, it was really, it seared into my childhood memory. I mean, later we totally laughed about it, but it was traumatic that night. So now that's number 11. Number 12, favorite Thanksgiving food. I love my pie. Pie is great, but I would have to say, this is going to sound funny, Jeffrey Dillon's turkey. We go many years to our friend Christy's house for Thanksgiving. She's one of my oldest friends in Georgia. We've been friends since I first moved to Georgia. And her son, who's in his mid-20s, Jeffrey, he has basically been very interested in becoming a chef at times. He's done a lot of cooking work. That's not exactly what he's doing now professionally, but he is an amazing chef. So usually when we go for Thanksgiving, I make the pies and Jeffrey makes almost everything else. His turkey is to die for. It's so good. It's moist. It's like, I don't know how he does it, but he just cooks it a really special way, and it's really, really good. So, sweater or scarf? I live in Atlanta now. I lived 10 years in Syracuse, New York. You know, when you live in real winter, the answer is both, of course, both. I do love a good scarf. But here, probably more sweater. 14, wool socks or slippers? Slippers, definitely slippers. I haven't worn wool socks since I left Syracuse. They're kind of itchy and not very fun. But slippers I still do. Number 15, what is your favorite fall tradition? Oh, mew, 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 mew. I don't know that we have any fall traditions, like specifically fall traditions. You know, I'm Jewish. You guys know that I'm Jewish, and September, October is when the Jewish high holidays happen. So that's Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. That's really the most religious time of the year for a Jew, and that's early fall. So that's important to me. I don't know, there's a lot of tradition around that, and mostly it's going to synagogue and, you know, sort of resetting yourself for a new year. And even though I also think of January 1st as the new year, Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year, and because it overlaps with the school New Year calendar, more or less, and because I actually was a college professor for 8 years full-time and 8 years part-time before that when I was in grad school. So so I've spent most of my life, except for probably the last 8 years, really tied to the school year. I'm still tied to the school year because of my children, but I would say the Jewish high holidays are a really important fall tradition to me. It's really sort of sets the mood for the year. Okay. Well, that was a serious note to end on, maybe, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to tag 2 channels. They're both fairly new channels and awesome. One is Disney Jess, Disney with a Z, and I'm going to tag her or post a link here. And the other one is Tall Girl Talking. She is also super awesome. She's got some funny pin opening videos and all sorts of things. So they're both Disney oriented. They're both awesome. I would love it if you guys wanted to do this tag. It would be fun to hear what you have to say. So thanks for watching, and please, seriously, go spread a little kindness in this world. Our world and our country needs a little more kindness whenever possible. And have a great day. See y'all real soon.